Offensive coordinator Zak Hill is joining us. Thank you for the time, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We'll open it up to questions from the media using the raised hand function, starting with Jesse.
Hey, Coach, the sideline reporter for ESPN said she heard you say or something like that you wanted to demoralize them. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like that happened tonight?
Well, that was early in the game, and we were trying to set a tone, physically, and so, that was a mindset we wanted the guys to have and get after them physically, and we knew if we could run the football, that was a big key to this to the win.
Michael.
Yeah, Coach, obviously congrats on the win. I know I've asked you quite a few times, but I mean, the running backs being true freshmen, I mean, the physicality we saw, the speed, I mean, even you coming taking over as offensive coordinator, could you have pictured this from true freshmen though?
No, they're doing a great job. I haven't, those guys, Chip and Daniel and obviously Rashad, in the mix too. And those guys are phenomenal backs. I mean, I don't know if, three guys in the country, that are better than those guys. I mean, those guys are really, really good. And being young, I mean, Chip, being as big as he is, and he's such a good leader, and he's a great kid, and the guys love him, and he's such a hard guy to tackle. And so, having those guys set the tone was awesome.
Oh.
So, Zach, I know that you guys win and lose as a team, but do you feel that tonight you really rewarded the defense for their outstanding play? Maybe it was a little different than the first two games of the year?
The defense did a great job. I mean, I haven't seen that many turnovers in a game. It was a couple that were left on the field too. I mean, they were dominating, and we got great field position, getting some momentum and getting the guys some confidence early. Being able to score on some drives, and then just kind of snowballed from there. And my hats off to the old line and the backs, and I mean even the receivers. They're having to dive in there and dig out those safeties, and it was a physical game, and they did a good job.
Jeff.
Zach, it's hard to know when you're leading that much at halftime how to exactly handle the second half. Can you just talk about what you wanted to do there in terms of being aggressive but not sort of rubbing it in against them? And what did it mean to get Jackson He that touchdown?
Yeah, well, I mean, at halftime, we went over some of the things that we felt like were going to be good in the run game. We knew the safeties were low, and they were just loading the box, and so there was some shots that we were able to take, because of it. Obviously, the one with Curtis down the middle, and not trying to rub it in or anything, but when they're loading the box like they were, I mean, it's tough to run football too, and so I think it was after one of the penalties were second long, and but the guys executed. We knew we had some things on their safeties and some shots that we were able to take. She didn't throw the ball a whole lot. I think it was 13 throws, on the day. So at halftime, and then for Jackson He, I mean, that's awesome for him. I mean, we're so excited once he got into the game, and that was actually so Rashad, the one where he kind of went out of bounds. He thought he was setting up Jackson He for the touchdown there, and that was a little early. Okay, we weren't getting him in at that point, but Jackson being able to come in, I mean, that created some really good energy at the end of the game for the sidelines, and I know Jackson was excited about that. It sounds like a lot of people across the world are pretty excited about it too.
More questions.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. I just want to ask you what it was like to be a part of your first Territorial Cup. I know in different circumstances, but if you felt any type of energy or vibe with it. Yeah,
thank you. No, I appreciate that. And it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be with Coach Herm and this staff. And I feel very humbled, to be a part of this program. And it's really cool to see this rivalry and learn more about the history, and to start it off having this be the first Territorial Cup for me. Man, what a memory for sure.
Christian.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned the shot play with Curtis, but it seemed like even when they were loading the box with the safeties, you could still run it consistently. You were passing it when you wanted to. were you seeing something else that just allowed you to have consistent offensive success?
It was really just the execution of the guys. We tried to keep it fairly simple with the game plan and to put it on them to just go execute. You know, we knew kind of what they were going to be in as far as defensively, and you know, just let them go out there and play. You know, not a lot of thinking and just be physical. And we knew we could run the football on them, and we did that.
Last question, Doug.
Zach, just what kind of boost did it give you guys when DJ returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown?
Big time boost. I mean, you got that energy, that momentum. You know, you're up 7-0 right off the bat, and you know, seeing his speed and him fly through there, that was awesome. He's going to be a really good player for us, and you know, the energy. But then at that point, it's like, okay, now, hey, let's focus back up. Don't get complacent. We got a long game ahead of us, you know. And I've seen plenty of games where you hit the first one right off the bat, and then you think it's, you know, you have that letdown. And so we were all the way through the first half. It was don't let up, don't let up, don't let up. You know, keep the energy up, keep focused. And we were just preaching that all game.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.